So we'll have some shots of the river, set the scene of where we are, and then we'll start the tour proper. So, glorious day here in York. I would say it is about 23, 24 degrees in the sunshine, maybe low 70s, 72, 73, just perfect, not too hot, ideal, lovely sunshine, perfect time to be in York. So let us, without further ado, flick the screen. I can't really see in this light. There we go. So here is the scene. Sent sun to Preston. It's on its way from Yorkshire to Lancashire with our love and regards. So here we are then. Thank you for joining me here today on the banks of the River Ouse here in York. And we are here to visit the frankly fabulous York Art Market. It's after a full start last week with some equipment tech fails, we're going to ensure that we have a fabulous time today. There's some fantastic art, some lovely people just waiting to speak to you. Some victims don't even know that they're waiting to speak to you just yet. But hopefully, just sit back and join us for what will be very kind of picturesque, hopefully relaxing, chatty, and interesting. Now, our first willing victim goes by the name of Leo. Leo, let me just give you a microphone to. No, you didn't do anything. It was. There we go. You just hold up. So if you just say hello, to introduce yourself.
Hi, hello. My
Hello.
name is Leo Morey, and I'm a Cuban artist based here in York.
Fantastic.
This is my art.
Big loud voice. So from first glance, what I'm seeing, Leo, is that York is your subject matter,
Yeah, it's one of my principal matters of inspiration.
but you're not from York.
No, I'm from Cuba.
From Cuba. Fantastic. Just, I'm almost getting to Cuban colours. You seem to have brought the colours from Cuba to York.
Yeah. I understand that most of the pictures here might be colorless, but when that's my how to say my background, my artistic interest, and I've been trying to keep these colors, these experiences from my background, and try to mix it with the buildings and the cityscapes from Europe.
So you're not. There's a sort of realism here, but there's also a coloration, isn't there? That's kind of transcends.
Yeah,
That you're putting a mood into there with the colour, aren't you?
yeah. Try to create an atmosphere, not just like a still picture, but try to make movement using the light, reflections.
Yeah, and I think this reflection down here, it really gives two kinds of sort of like a vanishing perspective, haven't we? But it also then draws into this kind of foreground, doesn't it? So there's interesting almost tussle going on there between what we're drawn to.
Sometimes I try to make like a mirror effect and make like a symmetric or radial design.
So over here, we've got a site many people on here will be very, very familiar with, city walls. But again, the colours you're drawing through here, this is sort of beyond realism, isn't it? You're creating something.
Could be like some kind of surrealism or.
So how do you know that when you reach for this paint, it's going to work?
Well, I've been experimenting with color. I'm always trying to make different combinations, and of course, it's not real. You probably won't see pink on the sky, but
Yes.
I'm always trying to make this color combination using different palettes and make something different and interesting.
And this one, I would say, for me, is the piece that really is the biggest affirmation, if you like, where we've spoken before. I've mentioned Pierre Bonnard, perhaps late Monet, as he's doing the kind of Japanese project. These kind of brilliantly vivid colours of boldness, a confidence that you're expressing here.
Yeah. Not going to details, but I'm trying with using more bold brush strokes, and I'm more focused on color and.
So this is all brush is the medium. It's a brush. You're not applying it with thumbs.
Yeah, sometimes I use some knives like palettes. I can't remember how to say.
Yeah. I'm just trying to bring in as close as possible so you can see the brush strokes, because there's a three-dimensional quality, isn't there?
Yeah.
to your work. It's not a flat,
Yeah, it
smooth
has some texture as well.
texture. Yeah, absolutely. So is that an important part to you, if you like,
Yeah, yeah,
of the
yeah,
finished?
definitely, because it also gives you an idea that it's an original.
Yeah,
It has matter. It's not just a flat
that,
print.
that's a great point. Leslie's mentioning Hockney-esque, and particularly his more recent Wolds work. I think
Yeah,
there is definitely
yeah, yeah,
a Hockney element in there.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, Leslie.
yeah.
That's a really, but it draws you in, doesn't it? I mean, you just want to walk down
Yeah,
that path.
yeah.
It pulls you
I
in.
think
There's
it also gives. I mean, colors can give you that perspective. You can see warmest colors on front and some cold colors on the background, and it gives you that perspective.
And I love this print logo. It's like a woodcut print, isn't it?
Yeah,
Type
it's
thing.
like
Beautiful.
my logo for.
Leo Mori. That's right, Leslie. Leo Mori is the artist. So we've got obviously a bit of the west end of the Minster there. So listen, Leo, let's get your web details. What we'll do is drop underneath the video so everyone can get in contact and find
Yeah, yeah,
where you are. So it's Leo Mori. Let's get your socials
yeah.
on there. And how long have you been painting?
Well, I started fine arts in Cuba, so I've been like 12 years painting.
Yeah.
I came to Europe and to UK 5 years ago, and I switched my art style to this.
Yes. So
But
what brought
trying
you
to
to
keep
why
my
York?
color.
What brought you to York?
Well, I had to leave Cuba, and I went to America, but I was with no documents. And I had a friend who told me, hey, you can come here. I'm also a Spanish citizen. It was before Brexit. He
Yeah.
told me, you can come here and you can bring your wife, because we were separate. And I couldn't come back to Cuba. She couldn't come to America. So we had this opportunity to come here and stay
Fabulous.
together. And also, it's a great opportunity to keep my art
Well,
career
you've
here.
brought something wonderful to our fair city. So thank you so much.
No, thank you. Thank you
And
very much.
I'm
And
sure everyone
thank
will be
you.
grateful for watching. So just have the microphone back. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good luck with it all.
Thank
Thank you. What a fabulous start. I absolutely loved that. Um, fabulous. Hi, KCM. Tennessee is on there. Let's find somebody that looks like these folk are busy. We'll come back down and kind of find what's going on. But that's right. Over here, there is. Can we have a chat?
Yeah,
We're
sure.
live streaming. Can I just give you a microphone?
Of course.
So, hello there. First of all, just say
Hi.
who you are.
Jane Atkin.
Hello, Jane. And tell me about your medium, your milieu. What are you?
I'm a jeweler.
You're a jeweler.
Yeah.
So you've made all this yourself?
All of this is made by me.
Right. Okay.
I also carve in wax, is what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
And then have it cast in silver.
Yeah. So this is
I-
cast. So you're
this-
creating in wax.
This is wax,
Yeah.
and it will be cast into silver. And this is
Oh,
a
isn't
piece
that-
that has been cast.
Isn't that wonderful? The texture on it, isn't it?
Yes. That's all saw marks.
That's I love seeing texture. Like,
Yeah.
almost like an organic artisan quality
That's
to it,
right,
isn't it?
yeah.
Rather than a finished high polish.
Exactly.
So that's just part of your style, isn't it?
Yeah, that's that. And a lot of my work contains texture.
It's almost like ink scratching, isn't it? You're that kind of like you would
Yeah.
really do that create with ink. And am I imagining there's quite lots of deco styling in your.
Kind of slightly later.
I'm getting again in this.
I'm very inspired by Barbara Hepworth.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, simple, good design. I'm interested in brutalist architecture.
Okay.
My dad was an architect, so I grew up with him, watching him make architectural models. So I'm definitely a 3D artist.
Yeah. And bold with your lines, aren't you?
Yes,
I mean, you
very.
feel very confident,
Yeah.
quite clearly,
Yeah.
in making
Yeah.
statement feel.
Yeah, I mean, this piece here. I mean, imagine that cast in silver, and I've actually kind of worn this for a few hours just
Okay.
to make sure that it works and it's actually comfortable to
Really?
wear.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously it won't be that far up on your
No, quite.
So slightly further down, but I like being able to see through things, and yeah, I guess this is like what Barbara Hepworth did with piercing sculpture.
Yeah.
Because she was actually the first person.
Well, it's sort of flesh and jewelry in harmony, then,
Yeah.
isn't it? Is
That's it. Yeah.
it's between the two, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you will start obviously with an idea. These are almost like your maquettes, then, aren't they? As you might
Yes,
say.
they are. I mean, I'll cast these. If somebody wants it cast, then
Yeah.
I'll just send it away to have it cast.
And so, would you start with a lump wax? Is it soft? How does that kind of process
Yeah,
work through them?
I started carving this, and it was slightly more square on the top.
Yeah.
And I used quite sharp tools.
Oh yes, that is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
would
going to
think.
take quite a lot off,
It
isn't it, at a
does.
time? Yeah, yeah.
But that's the thing, you need that.
To really get into those grooves, yeah.
Yeah, and then I get finer. I mean that's really quite smooth.
Can I just feel like I don't?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how pliable it feels in this. Obviously, quite a warm day today. Is it?
It remains quite solid until it meets a high temperature.
Okay, so
So,
it's quite forgiving to work with, then, is it?
Yeah, it's very. So this is cast using the lost wax casting method.
Okay.
So basically, I mean, the method's about 6,000 years old. So what will happen is this will be surrounded by an investment type material, a bit like plaster of Paris.
Yeah.
And then there's an exit and an entry hole for the metal to go in and the wax to come out.
So the liquid metal go in and fill that.
So
Yeah.
the wax is then melted out.
So it drips out through the bottom, and that just.
And then the void is filled with whatever metal molten that you choose.
So what's this tool here? Because obviously you got sort of a boring type.
That's another just another file. I use champagne corks as handles, which are quite nice.
Isn't that lovely?
This was a full size file, but I just cut it down.
I think you worn it down then through hard work.
This was a full size file, but I mean it's easier to use something slightly smaller, especially when you're working on a small scale.
And so is it all silver then, or are you using other metals, alloys as well?
There's some gold. These pieces are actually mixed marked, gold and silver. To comply, I have my information here regarding hallmarking.
Oh, I see. And this is your individual hallmark.
That's my hallmark. So that's my maker's mark, Jane Atkin Jewellery.
Yeah.
925 is the purity of the metal, which is silver. Sheffield is the assay office that I use.
Yeah.
That's Britannia silver, and that's the date letter. And I think that's about 2017, 16.
So do you have to have gone through sort of formal training and accreditation to be awarded a hallmark status?
No, anybody can apply for a hallmark.
Really?
Yep. I'm actually a self-taught jeweler.
Yeah.
I was shown at college, but I majored in ceramics, really.
Okay. But again, another physical medium.
Yes. All 3D.
Yeah.
All 3D images. So when I actually left college, I was kind of cast out into the wilderness for a while.
Yeah.
Because to set up the ceramic studio cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah.
So for a while I didn't do anything, and then I was just like, I've got to make something.
They're very energy intensive, aren't they, for running the kilns so well? Yeah.
Very much so. So I just started messing about with bits of silver and seeing where I could take it.
Well, you've clearly found
from 2016
your voice, haven't you?
Onwards, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So where can people find you? So we've got Jane Atkin Jewellery up here.
Jane Atkin Jewellery. I'm on Instagram.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know if you'll pick up that. So yeah, that's at Jane Atkin Jewellery. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, and janeatkinjewellery.com is my website.
Fantastic. Well, what we'll do is we'll speak to Charlotte after the video.
This is cool.
And we'll get your contact details dropped underneath it, so on YouTube people can find you.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
And I also do your Coping Studios.
Fabulous. We'll have to come and chat with you another time on Open Studios.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Hello. We chatted before. Can I hand you? You're a man that's used to handling equipment.
Okay, I'm sure.
But pretty more substantial than that. So, when I was walking down earlier, your craft caught my eye.
Thank you very much.
Just introduce yourself.
Yep, my name's Dave Atkin, and I'm run woodwork. And I'm a spoon carver, wood carver, working with traditional tools based in York, doing various events around York, and also teaching my craft.
So before we start, tell me, what was the difference between a carver and a whittler?
That's a very good question. Whittling is probably more small scale. Probably more small scale sort of stuff is whittling. Whereas carving is a bit more involved, bigger projects perhaps, taking it to another level. Okay, so tell me what we've got here. We've got a fantastic display of spoons. We've got a mixture of spoons. Yeah, I'm a self-taught spoon carver. I've been doing it for about 15 years. I've got a variety of different sort of cooking spoons and eating spoons. As you can see, lots of different timbers here. Yeah. We've got cherry. We've got some lovely spalted beech.
Yeah.
Which has actually come all the way from Cornwall.
Right.
That's from a chap down there who I know. And these are all made to be used as well. They are. So they're not just for show. These are all, functional items, carved with.
So they're designed to be used, then.
Yeah,
Not to look at.
They're all designed to be used.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the process is taking a fresh log.
Yeah.
I then use an axe.
Yeah.
To work the log.
Yeah.
To create the initial shape.
Yes.
It's then refined with just 2 knives. So I use a straight knife.
Yeah. So this is all from one piece of wood. There's no joint in there, is there? No fix.
No joint. No joint. And then we use a special hook knife, bent knife, to do the bowls. And then it's literally just practice. But it's such an engaging thing to get into.
Do you find it quite therapeutic then?
Absolutely.
I can imagine that. Like the repetitive nature.
You just switch off.
Yeah.
Literally just switch off.
But also the wood's revealing itself, isn't it? As you're going down.
Yeah.
And what I mentioned when we had a little chat earlier is I did a film that quite a few on here would have seen, watching a Viking or Viking reproduction wood turner, and essentially what he was producing wasn't similar to this at all.
Exactly the same.
So we're talking about crafts and techniques that have been around for thousands of years, really, aren't we?
Same tools. Nothing really has changed. There's been improvements in steel and methods, but the traditional way of working just hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
I mean, the shrink pots that I make, those are sort of pre-Viking.
The
Vikings were making them.
I love that the sort of the finishing that we've got here.
Yeah, I'm very much for seeing the tool marks.
Yeah,
I really am.
It shows the man and the creator, doesn't it? As you might say. And I think that's what, again, we're very excited when we see Viking artifacts or whatever, and you can see the tool marks.
There's that connection.
Rather than being smooth and finished and polished, it gives that vital connectivity, doesn't it, to the person that sat there.
It's those traditional skills that you've got, that connection with.
And we can follow your hand movements, can't we? In the channels of the wood, we can see where you've been.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I really enjoy doing. And on the little bowls as well. So the facets on the little bowls and everything is just off the knife. So there's no sanding or anything involved. No. I mean, for me, it's experimenting with different techniques, making different objects.
And then, as today with this light almost dappling, but I think you get this really interesting textures, don't you? Come up, it's not then a shine, is it? We're getting this different look.
Exactly, yeah. You get to see all the little ripples in the bowls and.
And no piece of wood is the same, is it? Really,
no,
each piece is unique in its own
so
way.
When I'm potentially making a set of spoons, they'll never be exactly the same, even if you try to make them all the same.
Yeah.
Because there's slight variations in the wood. You make slight adjustments with the knives. That's the beauty of it for me. It's working with that natural material and having that connection with the wood. And the past.
And then finding the knot just where you don't want it.
Exactly. Yeah. Occasionally it happens. Occasionally there's the odd axe slip and you lose half a bowl. But that's part of it. It's all part of learning.
It's part of that journey, isn't it? So how long have you been working in wood before you even sort of found this to be your...
Yeah, well, I was messing about with gouges and chisels and trying more sort of working with green men and carving that sort of thing initially.
Yeah.
Then got introduced to spoon carving. And just became hooked.
So this is like a big sort of catering food. You can see this in a commercial kitchen. You're stirring up the soup or the stew for the.
It's a little advert for myself, but people have referred.
Perhaps Tommy Banks over there might strum along, and decide that's just what you need for his kitchen.
People have said it's ideal for brewing or for making jam.
It does look perfect. It's got a nice long handle.
Yeah.
Keep the actual
we'll job.
Listen, absolutely fabulous. Now then, people on here will want to know about how to get in touch. Have a look at your website.
Yeah.
What do you do then with the...
So basically, I am Woodworm.
You're Woodworm.
I've got a website, woodworm.co.uk.
Fabulous name. There's a bit of a green man type thing going on back there.
That's actually one of my carvings.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Woodworm.
At Woodworm.
Yeah.
Well, what we'll do is we'll drop your details onto this video so people can find your stuff. And thank you, Dave. I didn't even notice the dragons. Let's just take a moment then. So, traditional Yorkshire dragons these, or are they Welsh emigres that are here for the day?
There's a mixture, although the red ones today are proving very popular.
But funny, if there's a green dragon yard in Knaresborough, so maybe, maybe that belongs. Yeah, just around the corner of the castle.
Right, okay. Well,
so if ever there was a place in the shop to sell that,
that would be perfect.
That'd be placed.
It would.
Go seek him out. Great talk to you. Thank you so much, Dave, for your time today. Congratulations. Brilliant. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, wasn't that fantastic? So lovely. We are going along. We're chatting. She's there. Here she is. We're going from wood. Something else. Do you want to just take a microphone? Introduce yourself. So far we've had fabulous wood turners. We've had brilliant jewellers. We've had a wonderful painter of acrylics.
Wow.
but now something entirely different. We're talking
Crochet.
crochet. Tell me about crochet.
So I'm Helen, and this is the Yarn Thief.
Hi, Helen.
Hi,
So the yarn thief. Is there truth in there? Is this a confession?
The Yarn Thief is my cat.
Oh, really?
She steals my yarn,
Oh, I
if she
see.
gets a chance. So I named the business after my cat.
I see. So like Alice in Wonderland, there at your feet with the.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah.
And do you still find that charming, or is it just annoying?
No,
now?
she's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying. Yeah.
It was always annoying.
But these are fabulous, and it's some things you just see, and they make your heart sing. And this is definitely amongst them. So how did you get started then? Because
Well, my friend years ago taught me to crochet,
right.
and I taught her to knit. We swapped skills.
So for those who aren't familiar, remind me, crochet is like a hook. You're sort of knitting with a hook. Is that right?
Yes, similar to knitting. You use a hook, and you do one. With knitting, you have a row of stitches on your needle.
Yeah.
And with crochet, you make one stitch at a time. So it's a completely different technique, but you get a similar.
It's almost like a little knots, isn't it? Almost like.
They are knots.
Yeah.
They are. And these are all made using the simplest crochet stitch,
Yeah.
which is a single crochet, and then they just have various other little bits that shape the bodies and everything. But so this was the first one that I ever designed and made.
Yeah. Do you give them names?
Yeah, this is Chester the lion.
Chester, how fabulous!
Yes.
My daughter has a bear called Chester.
Oh really? It's a good name.
It's a great name, isn't it? Yeah. Is it like Angelina Ballerina? Was very similar. Oh, it's a rhino.
She's actually called Sheila.
Sheila.
She's a rhinoceros ballerina, of course.
But she doesn't hold her back, does it? It's not her identity as a rhinoceros, it's a ballerina, I think, that defines her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They love it, and these almost look like they're quite suitable for young ones. Are they made in such a way to be? Yeah.
Yeah. So the ones that don't have the plastic eyes.
I was noticing that you've worked them in, haven't you? Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them are embroidered eyes, so they're completely safe for newborns upwards.
And the materials, I mean, does recycling come into this? Is an element, or is everything have to be done with new materials?
You can get recycled yarn. I tend to use 100% cotton yarn.
Right.
I do try and buy sustainable where possible. And yeah, the filling is a polyester, but that's the toy safe filling, so it has to be. But yeah, 100% cotton yarn. So it's all the outside is natural.
A ballerino, says Casey here in Nashville.
Ballerino.
That's a great name.
That is
I
a
think
great
you can
name.
have that one as a gift from Tennessee.
Thank you very much.
So talking about good old Tennessee, Mr. Memphis
There
over
he
here,
is, the king himself.
the king himself. Look at that! Isn't that fabulous? So how do you decide who you're going to incorporate into your?
With the music icons, it's
Yeah.
very much about who is easily recognisable.
So we've got David,
yeah,
we've got Elvis, we've got
have-
Freddie. Tina.
that's Tina Turner.
I'm looking. I'm suddenly. I
Yeah.
checked the skirt. I wasn't sure it was Kurt Cobain's
she's,
hair at first.
If you see the fishnet, she's
Oh, that would give away, wouldn't it?
absolutely, yeah.
Fabulous.
Yes, and then there's Beyonce,
Oh, Beyonce, my daughters love that.
Bob Marley,
Bob Marley.
and Amy
Amy
Winehouse.
Winehouse.
Yeah.
They are all just delightful. And we've got seasonal ones over here as well.
Yep, Christmas ones ready for Christmas.
Christmas, little Rudolph, how wonderful. Little
So they
elves.
have little outfits that come off, and you can swap the outfits around. And
are these your own designs then? Have you, yeah.
they are, yep.
And I
yep.
noticed that you actually sell the patterns then. So if anybody's
Yes.
actually into the craft itself,
Yep, you can buy the pattern and
find
make
out how
your
to
own.
do it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, fabulous. And was it like a teething ring?
Yeah, it's like a little baby teething ring, and then there's not many left in here, and then just a little bear. But yeah.
And then bang up to date. In
Yep.
time for tomorrow.
There she is, ready for tomorrow.
A lioness. We should bring home the bacon, as you might say.
Hopefully.
Isn't that fantastic? Well, listen, I think it's absolutely wonderful. I love it. I mean, who wouldn't want an Elvis tree decoration? And fabulous prices as well. As so often on this market, the value for money is absolutely wonderful.
Yep.
Been an absolute joy talking to you. So your
Thank
contact
you so
details, where can we find you? Where can we find your work?
Instagram's probably the best place.
Yep.
So the Yarn Thief on Instagram.
Yep.
And yeah, that's probably the best place to find me at the moment.
We've got these, and what we'll do is we'll try and drop your details underneath the video
Lovely, thank you.
after today. So thank you so much.
Yes,
It's been lovely
no
chatting to you.
And you.
Good
Thank
luck.
you.
Well done.
Bye-bye.
Is your friend here? Can we have a little chat? You happen to be here in the wrong place at the wrong time. But you chose to be here. You're here to talk to people, right? So why not talk to people from America as well as people in New York?
Okay.
Fantastic.
Hiya.
So, Katie,
Hiya. Yeah,
tell me about your work.
yeah, so this is my collection of acrylic on canvas paintings.
Yeah.
On the outsides of the stall, we've got my lyrics collection.
Yep.
And then this is my brand new work in the middle here, which has just come out for the first time today. So,
Okay.
yeah, so this is brand new, my Save Me collection.
It's lovely, isn't it?
So I've just gone a slightly different tack with it. I fancied a bit of a change I fancied a break from the lyric stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've necessarily finished yet, but yeah.
But this works. I think the integration of the bold graphic with the very, very appealing.
Yeah.
The way that, is it orangutan?
Yeah.
It's looking at us.
Yeah.
You've captured the dignity of the turtle sailing away, and the elephant looking us in the eye, almost demanding that we do something.
Oh,
I think there's a power to these three. I love these, don't get me wrong.
Thank you.
But I think you found something here.
Yeah, I do love it. I really like my new collection. Yeah.
I think bold dark backgrounds as well really work, don't they? I think it just gives you that contrast.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I wanted it to just like pop, really. So I think it's working. Hope it's working.
It's like we're looking into the eyes of a baby, isn't it, with these?
So it is a young orangutan, so yeah.
So this is your earlier kind of works.
Yes. Yeah, so some of these I've done for like for example, the one at the top there, I did that for International Women's Day last year.
It's a Beyonce thing, isn't it? Destiny's Child.
Yes, Destiny's Child, Independent Woman, yeah.
But it's the war. What do you call the war ladies? The classic, yeah.
with the muscles, yeah. And then we've got some quite a lot of people like trying to guess the songs that are involved.
I'm sure when you walked.
Oh, so you have to first of all figure out where they say when you walked around your house wearing your sky blue Lacoste and your knee socks. It's an Arctic Monkeys song.
Ah. That's a puzzle, though. You're making us do the work, aren't you?
I know. Well, I didn't want to make it too obvious.
You've got to earn it, haven't you? Yeah. You're not getting this on a plate.
Yeah. Okay. You've got to know. And then that
You're the key to my peace of mind. Now, I do like that one.
Yeah. Of my lyrics, I think that is certainly one of my favourites. I'm quite attached to that
Carole
one.
King, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I remember that.
And did this one for Pride.
I Feel Love.
Yeah.
So Donna Summer and Jimmy Somerville for a different generation.
That's right.
Fabulous, love it. Yeah. Really bold. But these, to me, seeing those, I think you found something there.
Thank you. Yeah.
Brilliant. Where can folk find you then, Casey?
On Art by Kate Lowen on Instagram.
There's a nice postcard as well here, isn't there?
Yeah. So I've got all my works available in prints, print size, or postcard size. These are just some little.
Even a bit of Bruce there.
These are little sketches that I did for just for Christmas cards, really. Like last year, we just did a few running up to Christmas, and so I put some little cards together and some little card bundles. So I thought maybe people are getting organised already. So
there's no better time. It's never too early, is it? See something you like. So fantastic. We'll try and get you to do the video, but obviously you're on Instagram.
Yeah, thank you.
And missed the last episode. Your artist name is
Kate Lowen.
Kate Lowen.
Yeah.
And that's on there.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Kate. Lovely to talk to you today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Well done. Great stuff. So I know for a fact this lady doesn't like being on camera. So I remember we were from last week. So we're not going to embarrass her. What we are going to do is going to give her the microphone. Well, you got your hair done lovely now. You see, you look fantastic. So why wouldn't you want to appear to the world? Because
I don't want to.
Because you don't want to. Well, let's focus on your craft then, Joey, instead. Focus on your craft, because ultimately this is you, right? This is your expression of who you are.
Yeah, this is me. Sterling silver jewellery, all handmade by me. The glass to the right, I make all the glass pieces as well.
Oh.
So each piece unique, each ring's unique, and I rarely repeat what I make.
So does that mean you don't know what it's going to turn out like until you actually see it?
Yeah.
Can you put the microphone up a little bit further? Yeah.
Not bad.
No, don't be that close, yeah. So it's a sort of surprise. So does some come off a lot better than others?
Yeah. So I'm about 50-50 when it comes out at kiln.
Yeah.
So the other 50% makes a nice mosaic at home.
So you still find another way of using it, yeah.
On me out in garden on a wall, I have a mosaic, and I just all my pieces that haven't bubbled correctly, I just put
How
on the
wonderful.
mosaic. Just makes it colourful.
So it's all those possibilities that got rejected along the way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a little life map, that, isn't it?
And sometimes they come out, and I'd like to repeat them, but I can't. Because it's just putting the powder in the right place to create the bubbles.
It's absolutely lovely. So what metal are you using here then?
Sterling silver.
Sterling silver, yeah.
Yeah. I only work in precious metals. So it's either sterling silver, and if it's a commission, somebody wants it in gold, I'd do it in gold as well.
Yeah. So do people tend to know what they want then, or do you kind of work with them to sort of come up with an idea?
I tend not to do a lot of commissions.
Yeah.
I like people to see the stones I've used.
Yeah.
And then if they're really, really keen on a stone,
Yeah.
I can potentially reset it into the correct size.
I'm with you, yeah.
But a lot of the time it depends, because some stones are really, really soft and you can't unset them.
Yeah. So I like this. It's almost like a chainmail, isn't it? You know, kind of a medieval chainmail over here. Have you, again, you make these?
Yeah, everything is made by me. The only thing I don't make is a necklace chain.
Yes, yeah, that would be very difficult, wouldn't it?
Too fiddly.
Too fiddly. And so your name is, my gimbal is resetting, is Nicola Bloom Jewellery.
Yeah, that's it.
Have you? Oh, I love your come in your necklace. Do you make that yourself?
Yeah.
Fabulous. Bit of Day of the Dead.
Yeah.
There, 15th of May, Sanko de Mayo. Fantastic, fabulous. And your details, I'm going to have to reset my gimbal. But your details,
They're all on there.
fabulous. Love it. It really stands out. And in this light, it just looks lovely, doesn't it? The way each piece capturing the light in a different way.
Yes, it does.
It's a really, really lovely collection. Thank you very much. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you. Right, I'm just going to reset the gimbal because we are just losing a bit of functionality. So hopefully that will work. Fab, fab, fab. Who else have we got? Who else he's picking on? Somebody's hiding there. They're telling me without telling me that they don't want to chat. We're sitting there looking so fabulous. It's just a way of saying, please come over and speak to me. Tell me all about your art. There's nothing I want more in this moment in life than to appear to the internet. Thank you. I'll give you that.
Well, it's all going to blow away.
Is it? Okay. Well, we can capture that moment. Okay. So first of all, tell us who you are, if you don't mind.
I'm Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
This is Callie Stay Cool.
Can you just hold the microphone a little bit closer?
I'm Ellie and this is Callie Stay Cool.
Callie Stay Cool. Okay.
Yeah. And it's prints and cards.
Lovely. All designed by you?
Yeah, all designed by me, all based on wash paintings that I then make digital.
Yeah.
And I got old foil cards and regular cards, and then I have just printed artwork.
Lovely.
There's all a bit of an Americana theme to a lot of it, and then I have some York-based stuff.
But with York as well.
Yeah.
So there's got a fusion, if you like, of
exactly.
styles. Yes.
Well, I'm English and my husband's American, so
It's lovely colours.
England and America mixed together.
So how do you decide? 'Cause obviously these are sort of fairly traditional presentations of York. Yeah.
When I first started the business with ink drawings that I then used digital colour.
Yeah.
And then I started painting more with traditional painting methods, and then eventually that's predominantly what I do. But the York postcards and cards sell quite well online, so I always keep those.
We'll work on this one because I don't think it's too late. We'll share it. It's okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. Great.
So mostly cards and prints
Yep.
is the product, as you might say.
Yes, exactly. I have Christmassy stuff. I have Halloween stuff. I'm fully here for a festive season.
Yeah.
So even though it's summer,
Yeah.
we've got all kinds of like Christmas stuff and Halloween prints. I love it if it's a bit kitsch.
Lovely.
I love it if it's a bit American.
Very cute as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
lots of kids' room stuff. I just made some animal prints recently that are doing okay. So.
It looks like
Yeah.
it makes you happy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
How could you be in a bad mood and be putting this together? It just
Exactly.
it just exudes.
Put a bit of Frank Sinatra on, make a Christmas print.
Yeah.
You know, listen to it, have Rear Window on in the background, design some cards. It's a lovely job.
It's got this will pass. Very positive message there going on. There's a lot of positivity. Yes. In this, is it affirmation positivity? Is that what you're trying to bring through here?
It was in the spring. I did a whole collection that was based on, you know, bringing good luck into the new year and manifesting good things for yourself. Maybe it's always kind of reflected probably on how I'm feeling at the time.
Yeah.
And how I was feeling was, oh, I hope everything gets a bit better soon. So I made a whole collection on like, you know, taking steps forward and realizing that how you're feeling isn't forever. And then I'll go into summer and I'll do more like jungle animal prints and stuff. And then I'll do Christmassy prints towards Christmas. You know, it's very thematic.
But I think it's so important. You know, we need optimism now more than ever, don't we? I mean, it's so easy to see what's going wrong in the world.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
think optimism is what we've got left, isn't it? Really.
Oh, for sure.
Positivity, optimism, and as you say, managing not being unrealistic. You know, we have our ups and downs, but
For sure.
there's a lot that we can still do, isn't there? We can still feel positive.
Yeah. I have a nice one over here. It's based on an old song that my dad used to listen to. I can't remember the song, so if you can remember it, I'm really sorry. But that one.
If you show Bright Got Away Shades, yeah, absolutely.
I can't remember who sings it.
It's lovely. The whole thing, I say, just exudes happiness, but a certain degree of calmness as well. I think within there, you know.
Yeah, hopefully.
And a lot of
Hopefully it's
precision
not
as well.
chaotic.
No, it's not. And
Colour saturated, but not chaotic. There's an organisation to it.
I think that, you know, so it's bold insofar as you've got these different sort of design look and feels.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
at the same time, it's so my gimbal's fighting me. It's done well. It's executed well, and as all these things in the execution,
yeah, thanks. I
where it makes a
appreciate that.
difference. So thank you so much for chatting to us.
Thanks. Sorry
Absolute
about
joy.
your microphone.
No, it's all right. It looks like
trouble.
it's running out of battery, but we'll speak again soon. Thank you. Bye. Sorry about this slight mic situation there. It's kind of. Oh, I think it should be all right now. Let's try. It moves out of range. I'm not quite sure. Hello there.
Hello.
Can we say hello?
Yeah.
Can you give me a big, deep, booming Yorkshire voice?
What do you want me to say? Is this all
Is there
right?
anything you like? Because you are the star. For the next 2 minutes, you're the star. 3 minutes. Who knows?
Welcome to York. Then,
Thank you. What's your name?
It's Chris. Chris printed this as my.
Chris the printer.
Chris the printer.
And we're getting Yorkshire. Loud and
Yeah.
clear. We are in Yorkshire. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some
But,
Yorkshire.
Tell us about. So we've got over here. People might not be familiar. Some of our overseas people tuning in.
Okay.
We've got a pit helmet here.
Yeah. So I'm from South Yorkshire originally.
Yep.
Well, I live in South Yorkshire, and there were some pit strikes in like the 80s, which is
Yes. 84 to 85. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's very much what people in South Yorkshire like. I don't know. It's very important to them.
So what
So,
you're
yeah.
taking there is that one iconic look and feel, isn't it? You know, of a place.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah,
That is about their identity as well. Yeah.
trying to distill something down from it.
But over here, we've got something very different indeed. We've got sort of classical Michelangelo's David, Venus.
Yeah, Botticelli's Venus.
Botticelli's Venus. And so what's happening here then? Because obviously you're contrasting the artworks with some quite bold graphics.
Yeah, so I was studying painting about last year, I think, about this time last year.
Yeah.
I was looking into the different poses in fine art and things like that, and I just find it really interesting the formulas that Renaissance masters came up with to paint things.
And obviously,
Or sculpt.
you're a modernist, as you might say, in terms of your, but you still get inspiration from stuff produced many centuries ago.
Yeah, definitely. And so I make zines as well as prints, and just different ways of looking at something that I suppose is everybody knows about it, but presenting it in different ways.
Yeah. It's also a bit of a Peter Saville quality to some of this stuff as well. I'm presumably familiar with.
Yeah.
As well, yeah. Technique, the New Order album. So over here we've got is it Tutankhamun head?
So it's not Tutankhamun, I can't remember what his name is, but he's in the British Museum. There's a couple of things. So I did a project on sort of photography in galleries, like why we go to like art galleries and things like that and take photos when, you know, there's already all these pictures of it online. So, and just presenting it in different ways again.
So how are you achieving? Is the different layers of print colour on there? How does it actually work to get this pinks and purples and a variety of colours going on there?
These are all 2-colour risographs in like neon pink and blue.
Yeah.
And so this is like the pink's one colour, the blue's another colour, and I've just tried to
I just noticed
warp it up a bit.
So we've got Atlas here with the weight of the world, but the weight of the world's a glitter ball.
Yeah.
It perhaps wouldn't weigh quite so heavy on you, would it, if it was a glitter ball?
Yeah, so I suppose that comes into my work a lot as well, like there's sort of a pride message, queer themed. I don't have as much stuff here today, but that is something that I use a lot in my work.
It's fabulous. Yeah, I love it.
Well, and,
feels like a putty sort of. Well, he's a bit older than a putty, isn't it? But it's lovely.
It's it's Caravaggio.
Caravaggio, yeah.
I don't know if it's a self-portrait or a portrait of one of his lovers, because he was a bit of a naughty man. Not because he was
He got
gay,
all
but he
sorts
was
of Caravaggio.
a murderer.
He was a lad, wasn't he, as you might
Yeah.
say. And then we've got a bit of kind of magic stuff going on here as well.
Yeah, so
Tarot, the devil as well going on. So a different theme coming through your
yeah,
work
some
as well.
esoteric bits and bobs every now and again.
So could you
Yeah.
put my hands full? Could you
Oh
pull
yeah,
out a few of
go
those from
for it.
behind? Let's have a look.
Yeah, so it's a big cult. I've done a full tarot deck and I've
Oh, I see. Yeah.
printed different
So it's
ones.
all major arcana have you done? Have you?
Yeah, it's just the major at the minute. I've not
Yeah.
got round to the minor quite yet. There's a lot more of them.
and quite muted in the colours, really. Given the tradition, you know, that obviously often
Yeah.
they really kind of vibrant colours, aren't they? Yours are deliberately so quite muted and simple.
Yeah, so I'm a graphic designer by trade, or illustrator as well. So I've just tried to apply that to something that everybody knows about. So I think it's based on the Rider-Waite tarot.
Yeah.
I think. I can't quite remember if that's the one. I'm fairly sure it is. But yeah, so the different symbols in it, I was trying to distill, because obviously tarot cards have so much symbolism. I was trying to distill, the heart, the serpent, the hands from the lovers.
Yeah, the bold simplicity for me works really well, more so than the very complex sort of versions of it. And then we've had to notice Monty Don here, the full Monty. There isn't a centrefold in there, is there? You're not warning us of the content we might find within, are you?
No, so I make zines, originally selling at markets. I started out selling zines on different things, and these ones they're sort of interactive, so they have little games in them related to the people. So,
fantastic.
So yeah, mazes and I tried to theme them all on different people.
That's lovely.
So yeah, this one's on gardening because I'm very interested in
Linda
gardening.
Chamber collects tarot decks.
Okay.
So she is interested to know, do you have a website or contact info, which is very remiss of me not to have asked already. So have we got that? Can you put that in front of us? Because my
Yes, I'll just grab my business card.
So it's Chris printed this.
Yeah.
Is the
So I'm on Instagram and I have a website.
They're small
as well.
cards, aren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, that's the actual.
So there we
actual
go.
Different bits of info. Yeah.
So we'll try and drop those in into the video afterwards. So we've got the website there, email and Instagram. So thank you so much.
No worries.
Love your work. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Do you want
Bye
to start?
Oh yes, please. And my gimbal once again has gone. So let's just have to edit this video afterwards to get rid of these things. Gimbal issues. Thank you. So, what's so nice about these tours is not how nice everybody is that we get to chat to. It's that everything is different. We get true variety. And not more so than these fabulous owls. Just say hello, tell us who you are, where are you from?
Hello, I'm Hannah, I'm from Scarborough, and I'm the Baroness Collection.
Baroness. So we're in the presence of the aristocracy, are we?
Yeah, pretend royalty, really.
Okay.
It's
Did you buy one of the
money.
certificates? Are you officially a baroness?
No, I tried once,
Did you?
but it got revoked.
Really?
I'm not posh enough.
No, not like you. Okay, so fantastic, love it. What immediately catches the eye, of course, is all these different fabrics. So tell us about that.
So these fabrics are all recycled, and a lot of the tweed and tartans you see come from a kilt maker up in Scotland.
Oh, fabulous.
Or they're recycled from different dressmakers and creators that give me fabric, and I am able to make new life and new uses out of them.
Isn't that wonderful? So literally, scraps of material this size, nothing's getting wasted, is it?
Nope. And anything smaller get passed on to somebody else to stuff her creations with as well. So it's all circular, it's all going round and round.
So this could have been part of a kilt or a...
Yeah.
Isn't that
out
wonderful?
There, there's a kilt to match.
Must be pretty hard wearing as well, then, these materials.
Yeah, especially the tweed and tartans. There's a lot of richness and heritage to it, and they last a really long time. They're not going anywhere.
So is this your design?
I got this design from the internet. I can't remember exactly where, but I adapted it slightly to make it my own. But things like the roses and the purses and the cushions, they're all my design. They are slightly weighted, so can be used as doorstops.
I was wondering if for the doorstop.
Yeah, or a bookend to hold your books up, or a pretty thing to put on your shelf, really.
Idea. They're so good. And each one, of course, then must be unique.
Completely unique. I can't make another one like it. It just depends what fabrics I get at the time and what I create out of it. So each one is completely unique.
So what, it's like a big bag arrives of offcuts for you, does it? And then you get to work
and then it's like Christmas. I get to sort out into colours and then sort out and then pick whichever. Yeah, it's a wonderful day.
Yeah. And so over here we've got books like these brooches.
Yep, they're brooches. So on the back they've got a little pin.
So simple.
And you can it's a really nice way to lighten up a jacket or a bag or a
dark coat, maybe just to bring a bit of colour to that.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
winter coat or autumn. Because it's definitely you sort of get. It's not necessarily day, but there's sort of autumnal
Yes.
colours, isn't
Oh
there?
yeah, yeah. I really like autumn, and I really like wrapping up in a cozy blanket and just that kind of feel. And I've always loved tweed and tartan from a young age, and just being able to play with it every day is great.
Yeah, as I say, I don't know why, but it's just it makes you want to wrap up.
Yes, yeah.
There's something very cozy and sort of insulated. There's almost, you almost feel the warmth and insulated qualities of these materials as you're looking at them. And so again, like alternative kind of like brooch.
Yeah.
Flowers,
Again, more
beautiful.
brooches, just in a different style. Again, something a little bit more out there, a little bit more exaggerated for that little bit extra flashy
So this
colour.
brooch might have a little cousin over here sharing some of the same fabric, as you might say.
Yes, I think this is the same fabric as this.
Look at that, see.
And this used to be, this is part of a kilt, so this is proper Harris tweed, this one.
Harris, oh fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, Harris tweed, that is the best.
Yeah. And
so he's moved the material from Scotland then?
A lot of it. Some of it is from my own personal stash. Like I've got a dress made out of this fabric. Yeah.
So what got you started? What was your original? So you went to college and studied, but what did you start doing?
So I started off. I went to a costume course to design and make costumes. Did a little bit of time in theatre, and then during pandemic, started just doing little bits and bobs here and there. Thought, how can I use my fabric? Just started and kept going, and that was about 3 years ago. And I just keep trying out new things, trying out what else I can do, getting more fabric.
I wish I could convey more effectively what this feels like, because it's a real tangible quality, isn't it? That it makes you want to touch things.
Yeah, I encourage people to pick them up and squidge them.
Yeah.
I always say, come in, have a squidge, because they are just so tactile.
It's funny, we're drawn to. So look at the cushion. I can just imagine sort of sitting there,
you just
holding
want
out
to
here.
Yep.
You know, a bit off colour, not so well. You know.
Yeah.
Perfect,
I've had many a naps on my own cushions like that.
These just look like cushions to curl up with.
Yeah.
You know, read a book, curl up, just lovely. The whole thing. It's delightful, and of course, you know, your unique voice to take. So fantastic.
Thank you.
So Hannah, where can we get in touch with you? What's
so
your details?
I am the Baroness Collection. I'm on Facebook and Instagram and Etsy.
Fabulous. Just turn around. You've got details on there. The non-shaky hand.
Yep.
What do you learn after a while?
Just...
Doesn't work so well later. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
If we can just take the mic out and say thank you,
Excellent.
everybody.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to speak to you. Well done.
Thank
Hope
you,
it goes well. Bye bye. Well, just
Not sure about that.
you'd like to chat? So there's nobody here on this one, but have a squidge. Well, absolutely, you got to have a squidge. These are delightful. So again, I'll turn it around. So I'll just give you my kind of take on these. Taking very traditional scenes here, of course, being the shambles, but giving this very, very kind of contemporary sort of print techniques that kind of bring a modernity to it, which is interesting because how does one present the shambles when we've seen it a million times? How do you cast new light through old windows? Well, I would say that's a pretty good crack at that. Buddhist monks over here. Linda, you most welcome. And a camera. But I know that the artist is, but let's walk on because there are plenty more willing or unwilling victims to. You're not the artist, are you? You're not the artist, can we shout? I've been admiring your work, you see. Just take that. Okay. I was just saying, I don't know if you've got the camera. Oh, Charlotte there as well. I'll come and get you in a minute. But how do you present the shambles when it's been done a million times? When it's the iconic image? But you've done something a little bit different here.
It's just a little bit of fun with the colour.
You saw that a bit, could you?
Yeah, I can, yeah. Just to, okay, it's known as a sort of magical street, so it's a little bit of magic with the colours.
You've definitely injected something in there, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've made it your own.
I mean, I've got another version as well. It's a little bit darker, so you can see a bit better.
Oh, wow, no, I love that.
So that one shows the colours up a bit better. But yeah, it was just, Woody,
Yeah.
What if you
So
change
what's the media? Was that a sketch or what was it? A photograph? How have you actually created that then?
It's a pen drawing, so it's all done. I mean, these are some of the original drawings.
Yeah.
So they're all done with dots.
Is it
and
pen and
lines.
ink? Is it?
Yeah.
Lovely.
And then that's scanned in, and I do the backgrounds with watercolors or acrylic, and then I layer it up on the computer and put the vivid colors on top.
It gives it an animated quality then in the end, doesn't it? That just really lifts it up. It's
I mean, that's the idea. And on top of that,
it's a bit Robert Crumb, if you're kind of familiar with his work. Do you mean some of that styling?
Yeah.
Not obviously subject matter, but just in terms of that final look and feel.
Yeah.
That really works for me. But as I say, I think it's so hard, isn't it, to make us look at the shambles afresh?
Well, this is the thing. I mean, yeah, if you want it to be just the same as what it is, you just take a picture, don't you? So you've got to do something.
And that's so widely available in York, isn't it? You know, on every street corner, somebody can sell you the bog standard look, but you've got something different there. You've put yourself into it. I think that's fabulous.
Oh.
It's also quite helps Via Vecchio has not been there for a while.
It hasn't been there for a while.
That was a fabulous bread shop, much missed. The queues for that bread on a Saturday morning were quite something.
Yeah.
Right now it's ghost down in the queue for, but it used to be loads of bread.
It did. And I loved that restaurant.
It was fabulous, wasn't it? Yeah. Lovely. Thank you so much. So you got over here, you got Buddhist monks. It's a very different kind of look and feel.
They're just places that I've been or places that I've visited. I've got quite a few things from Central America because my wife's from Panama.
Okay, fantastic.
So these are the indigenous people that live across the border between Panama and Colombia. And they do really make these wonderful textiles.
There's a wonderful calmness about their face.
Yeah, there is. I mean, to be honest, I have to say I didn't actually take this photograph. But I did see them all over the place.
But they've captured something, haven't they? It's absolutely. Yeah. So is this your camera? Or just
this is the first camera that I ever had.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was back at college. My father bought one in duty free. And I think he couldn't really use it very well, so he gave it to me, and I just fell in love with using film.
And this is what.
This is one of the things that pushed me to go
on this journey that's brought you to where you are today. Yeah. So what Ghosts over here?
The Ghosts. I do the Shambles Market as well.
Yeah.
On a Thursday and a Friday. So the Ghost merchants.
Does very well, I'm sure.
Yeah. So people always ask me for ghosts.
We did a night market down there. I don't know if you were there. That was good fun. It'd be nice if they brought that back.
Yeah,
that was good fun. Yeah, the DJs down there, all sorts. But all the creatives, on the stalls. But fantastic. Lovely, thank you. So what was your details then? So we've got.
It's Bijojo Art.
Bijojo Art. Yeah.
And I'm Ben.
Fabulous. We've got your details, your emails on there. Thank you so much, Ben. Lovely work.
You're welcome.
Thank you
very
much.
Nice
talking to you. Bye bye. Time. We've got another few minutes. Oh, you're actually keen to see me. That's unusual. Normally they cower, but eventually give in. So can I give you the microphone over there? Just say we're live streaming. So please swear what you like. No. So just say who you are and name your business, and we'll go from there.
So I'm Sarah, and this is Inky Print Design.
Inky Prints with inky fingers, no doubt.
So yeah, all originally hand painted. We've got some watercolors on there, and I paint them. And then, sorry.
That's right.
So I use watercolors to paint them, and then these are prints of the originals.
Yeah. So here you're in the middle of painting one over here.
Yes. Work in progress.
Some local Yorkshire lemons that you're capturing.
Well, yes. Unfortunately, Amazon's aren't quite that yellow at the moment.
No.
So a little bit of artistic license there.
Fantastic. See, you're a watercolourist. So how do you decide on what you're going to paint?
Oh, I don't know. I just started with fruit. I started with fruit and veg, and then I've just kind of worked from there.
Right. Okay. So donuts.
Yeah, we've got a few donuts, a few pie rings, things like that.
There's some really lovely colours on it. Despite the fact it's watercolours, they're quite bold, aren't they? The colours that you're getting.
Yeah, definitely. They're quite bright. I layer it up, get those nice, bright, vibrant colours.
Your lovely voice isn't quite coming through. So we've got down here, what? A lovely cup of tea.
Yeah, love a cup of tea.
Love a cup of tea. I love the chilies. They're fabulous. And carrots. So it's definitely a theme, isn't it? You've got an identifiable style.
Yeah, definitely a theme.
They're absolutely delightful. Oh, look at that beetroot as well. That's wonderfully painted. Which is your favourite? Do you have a favourite?
Oh, Maybe the
Pick your favourite
beetroot,
child.
because it took me so long to paint. The beetroot.
The beetroot just stood out to me.
I loved painting it, but it did take me so long.
The execution of that brushwork, I think, is fabulous. Absolutely love it. It's lovely. Thank you so much. So let me just get your contact details before we move on. Is it behind you?
Yeah, so Inky Print Designs on Instagram.
Fabulous. Love it. Love your work. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. I'm just aware that obviously time is running down. I want to speak to as many as we can before we disappear. So the colours here in these... so is that you the artist?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Just absolutely beautiful. We'll maybe come back when this lady... But look at that. And I love that. The juxtaposition of the beautiful sky with what some would say are kind of fairly ugly pylons. But in this case, the sort of geometric quality gives them a strange sort of beauty all of their own. I think that is fabulous. Love that. And again, the metalwork of the pier, the sky, the sea. Really, really interesting. Oh, and again, over here, look at the telegraph pole. We have to ask about this. This is very interesting and very unusual. And propellers. Isn't that fascinating? This is somebody who's painting things that normal people don't tend to focus on or don't even notice. The infrastructure that's present in our everyday life, but is rarely focus and sort of feature of artworks. Isn't that interesting? Wonderfully executed. So the name of this artist is Emma Frost. You see her contact details on there, I hope. Facebook details and Instagram. But it's lovely. Fabulous. Well done. It's a lovely ceramics that we've got over here. Can we say hello? Is that alright? Can I give you this?
Yes.
Are you the artist?
I am. Hello.
Hello. What's your
Hi.
name?
My name is Marta. Marta Creations.
Marta Creations. So
Yeah.
you're a ceramicist, Marta?
I am a hobby potter. Yes.
Happy Potter.
Hobbyist. I'm a hobby potter.
Okay. And does clay make you happy? Does the process?
It makes me very happy.
Yeah.
I can't stop making.
Yeah.
So yes, it's good.
So what's your favourite stage? Is it starting with
I think throwing on a potter's wheel. I love that part. Yeah, it's very therapeutic.
Creating something from nothing, as you might say.
Well, a ball of clay, if you would say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've got wonderful clay soil here.
Thank you.
So where do you get the clay from? Do you work locally? Are you in this area?
Yes, I'm from York. I just buy my clay in the suppliers, shops, and make my things. Yes.
This is actually like a peacock sort of print, isn't it? Type.
Yes, it's well, you actually technically would say those are crystals.
Crystals. Okay.
Yes.
That's what it was reminding me of. So what's the process there then?
So I throw the vase on a potter's wheel.
Yeah.
Then it needs to dry to the appropriate dryness.
Yeah.
Then you fire it first. It's called bisque firing.
Biscuit firing. Yeah. Yep.
After bisque firing, you glaze it.
Yes.
And then you glaze fire, and that's it.
Wonderful, isn't it?
It's a long process.
Do you how much would you know when that goes into the kiln?
Yeah.
What it's going to look like when it comes out?
After years of experience, you know quite a lot.
Yeah.
So you know what to expect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But each one presumably is unique in terms of.
Yes, it is very unique.
Yeah. So it's really, with experience, you get to work what kind of blends you'll kind of use. But yeah. Fabulous. So I mean, again, this is the like brother and sister, but quite different, aren't they? When you actually look at how the actual markings are.
Exactly. Every piece is different. Every piece is handmade, so that makes it very special. At least to me, because I also love having handmade stuff at my home. Yeah.
So this is slightly different. Is this then painted before it's glazed? How do you get this this sort of finish? I'm looking at this one here.
Well, this is absolutely multiple techniques down here. It's inlay. Is it a radio? Or what?
Radio mic. Yeah.
Right.
So I'm just going to take that off, and hopefully we'll just get about enough of the. Hopefully you can hear me now, because obviously we've got up to our hour, so we're at the end of the thing. So you've been absolutely fabulous. I have been absolutely blown away, as ever, with the quality. With the quality, the work, the passion of the artist, the imagination that's on show, and just a kind of, I'm in awe of what people can set their minds to and create. And of course, behind these is, of course, so much work, so much effort, years of training, and the imagination, the execution. I think it's all just brilliant. So, if you're in a position to have a look at this video, we'll try and drop in the links afterwards for you to watch through. And do, if you can, check out these artists and look at their wares, look at their websites, and find out if they post to where you are. Then a fantastic set of choices you can make for birthday presents, Christmas presents. So thank you, everybody from York. I'm going to say goodbye and look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. So thank you. Bye-bye.